Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Real Talk where we ask real questions about real estate. I have Mark here again with us today and we're going to do something a little bit different. Instead of Mark asking me a question, I'm actually going to ask Mark a question. Mark, I'm going to give you a two-part question, so there's going to be a follow-up to this as well too. You're relatively new into the business. My question to you first is, what did you think about real estate agents and their role compared to actually being in the business and seeing everything over this past year and a half?
Honestly, I didn't really know much about real estate agents. So I had like a few family friends that were real estate agents. I don't even think that I really knew what they did until I started honestly shadowing you 2 years ago. And when I started shadowing you, I started realizing, okay, what are kind of the ins and outs of the job? How has it been different though than what I kind of expected before? It's definitely all about like relationships and about just like working with people. I think that's what distinguishes the good agents from the not so good agents. The really good agents, what I've noticed, they're the ones that are able to work really well with other people, how to just manage different problems, how to troubleshoot really well, which I think you do really well at. And the not so good agents are the ones that avoid a lot of those conflicts, or they're not able to address those problems. I think in general, being a real estate agent is much more difficult than what most people assume. It's a lot more demanding.
But why do you think that? I think that's like a really good thought, and I'm always curious as well too, because I think people always see what we do. They see the end results. So they see all the glitz and the glam.
Yeah.
But like, what is your take on all this?
So I think, the biggest thing, going back to the relationship thing, well, when I first just imagined what a real estate agent did, I thought, okay, well, he sells homes, right? That's essentially what we're doing at the end of the day. You go show some homes, some people decide to make an offer, you just write it up, and boom, it's like you hand them the keys, that's it. But going back to that relationship thing that I was talking about, working with other people, working with your clients, making sure that you're all on the same page, as well as working with the other agent on the other side. There's so many different moving parts and people within the transaction that, trying to just kind of facilitate all of that, during that escrow period, I think that is what I've noticed. It makes it incredibly challenging.
Nice.
It's definitely not as easy as people think. It's definitely not just this like sign thing and then you just get the keys right away. I wish it was.
I always tell people, especially in a marketplace like right now, it's a hot market. People are making money. And people want to get into the business as well too. I always say, before you do anything, before you even take the test, like follow me maybe for like a week and then see if you want to make that same decision or not. And most of them tend to not want to do it because they see all the work that's involved with being in this business. I guess the second part of the follow-up question that I have for you is, now being in the business, what do you think is the value of the real estate agent?
What is the value of the real estate agent?
Yeah. Is there value to having a real estate agent after now looking at maybe what you thought before and just being in the business now?
That's a really interesting question, something that I've been thinking about a lot lately when I've been thinking about, okay, what value do I provide as a real estate agent? Mm-hmm. So I don't think we're a salesperson. I mean, yes, part of it is sales, but I don't feel like that is our main job to like sell homes or anything. Correct. The way that I look at our job now mostly is we're more like consultants, right? People are coming to us with a set of problems and a set of needs, and we're helping them figure out how to manage those problems and fulfill those needs, whatever they might be. And it's a lot of listening to your client, and you get phone calls late at night and then you're just listening to them like go on about different problems that they're going through, and it's about us finding solutions. And that's basically what we're doing every day. We're putting out fires every single day. But yeah, I think that's where the benefit of the real estate agent is. Also because you always say that it's very well one of the biggest decisions that you'll make about buying a home. And so just thinking about, people have their own lives, they have their own jobs and their own families, and on top of that, now they're trying to do this, it's kind of like no one would, very few people go into like wedding planning or something like that by themselves. Many people will, go ahead and get a wedding coordinator or something. Same thing what we're doing here. It's like we're helping you through that transaction process to kind of, take that off, hopefully we're taking that load off their back just a little bit so that they have, can sleep a little bit better at night during that process, because it can be extremely stressful, I'm sure.
Cool. No, I mean, I think you have really good insights and thoughts about this process. And if you guys have any other questions or comments, as always, feel free to leave them below. And don't forget, smash the like button. See you guys next time.